Hi there, myself Madhav Jha. I welcome you to CodeChef and let's have a look at this question.
The problem is binary smile. The problem difficulty is easy and there are no prerequisites. Let's have a read at the problem. Chef has two binary strings A and B, each of length n. In one operation, Chef can choose any substring of A that contains at most one character 1 and then reverse it. So we can have a substring something like this 0010. Now if we perform our operation on this and reverse it, this will become 0100. Now this was the case where we have 1 here. So we can have at most 1 in this. So in that case, we can also have 01. But in that case, the reverse string is same as the previous one. Therefore, for all practical purposes, we have to consider that we can perform this operation only when the substring has exactly 1 because otherwise the operation does not make sense. Now, we need to find out the minimum number of operations required to convert A into B, and if it is impossible, we'll print -1. So for the input format, we have three test cases, and for each test case, we have three lines. The first line contains the integer n, that is length of the strings. The second line contains the string A, and the third line contains the string B. As for output, if it is not possible to convert A into string B, we'll print -1. But if it is possible, we'll print on a single line the minimum number of operations required to convert A into B. As for constraints, both the number of test cases and length of our strings will go from 1 to 10 raised to 5. Since both the strings A and B are binary, they will only contain the characters 0 and 1. Let's see some sample inputs. So for the very first sample input, both the strings are already 0. There is no 1 present in them. Since they are already same, the answer is 0. No need to perform any operation. The same case goes with the second sample input. There is no need to perform any operation because the elements are already same. Let's see the third sample input. For the third sample input, we have our string A as 10010 and we have our string B as 001 and 01. Now in this case, we can perform the operation twice on A on these substrings. When we flip this or reverse it, it becomes 001, and when we reverse this, this becomes 01. Therefore, the answer is just 2. Let's see how we can approach the solution. Now since we can perform this operation only on a substring if it contains a single 1, it means that we cannot perform this operation on any substring that will have more than 1. Now that seems obvious, but what it reveals to us is that if we have two ones in order, right, let's say there is some amount of 0 in between of them, these two can never cross each other. Now what I mean by cross each other is that if the index is I here and the index is j here, so I is less than j, we can perform no operation in such a way that I will become greater than j, because any operation that you perform will confine this one within this range. To demonstrate it better, let's assume there is one more one here, that is at the index k. Now this one can only move between this range of k and j. It can never cross k or it can never cross j. So what this tells us is that we cannot add any more 1 to our string. So if count of 1 in A is not equal to count of 1 in B, the answer is directly -1. All we can do is move around our ones. Now while moving our ones, we can simply check if the index is already same in our A or not. So in our array A and our array B, if the indices of 1 is not equal, then we can just perform one operation and bring it to the same place. So to give an example, let's say we have something like this. Now, we know that these two ones are confined in a way that this one cannot cross this and this one also cannot cross this. Now we have to bring this one that is in A to this one in B. We can simply take this substring, apply the operation, and this much string will become equal. Now as we go ahead, we can simply apply the operation moving forward. We do not need to care about what we did before. So in a way, each one in our array B is a checkpoint that we can cross without worrying about what we did previously. So each individual one is something that we have to solve one at a time. And for solving this, just one operation is enough. Because if we partition this in assuming that each one is a partition, then in A, all the elements in between are just going to be one single one and other multiple zeros. And as we have seen, we can perform the operation only when the substring contains a single one. In that manner, we can reverse it in any manner and make sure that it comes to its original place required in B. So for solution, we can simply find the total counts of 1 in both A and B. If it's not equal, the answer is -1. But if it is equal, then we check all the indices in A and B. Now going in order left to right, if the indices are same, we don't have to do anything. But if the indices are different, we have to perform one operation. So we check all the indices and the counts where they are not equal is the number of operations that we have to perform, and that will be our solution. Let's see how we can implement the solution in C++. So for each test case, we call the function solve, take the input of n, and then the strings a and b. And for each string a and b, we find the indices of character 1. Now if count of 1 is same in both of our strings a and b, then we can move forward, otherwise we'll print -1. Now moving forward, if the count of 1 is same, we check their indices. If the indices are same, there is no need to perform any operation. But if the indices are not same, then as we have seen in the approach, we can perform an operation and make them same. So the total count of operations, the minimum count that is required, is the number of indices that are not same. So we calculate that, and at the end we print it. And as you can see, I have AC in C++ implementation. Let's see how we can implement this in Python. Again, for each test case, we call the function solve, take the input of n, then our strings a and b. Then we find the indices of character 1 in both string a and b. If the count of a character 1 is same in both of them, we move forward, otherwise we print -1. Now, if the count is same, we check the indices going from left to right. If they are same, there is no issue. If they are different, then we perform the operation and make them same. So the total number of indices that are not equal in A and B is the number that we have to print, the minimum number of operations required to make our string A into B. And as you can see, I have AC in my Python implementation as well. So I hope you understood the problem, the approach, and how we can implement the solution in both C++ and Python. Have a very good day, and I'll see you in the next video.